Good day everyone. In this video, I will demonstrate the process of utilizing SQL LogScout, an open source tool designed specifically for SQL Server DBAs working on SQL Server performance issues. SQL LogScout facilitates the collection of diagnostic logs from your SQL Server database server, assisting engineers in swiftly resolving technical incidents related to SQL Server. This lightweight tool operates through scripts and ensures faster incident resolution. Join me as I guide you through the steps of downloading this tool and effectively collecting the required data. Let's get started. Let's first try downloading the SQL LogScout tool. Please understand, I'm working on a lab machine, so I'm going to do that download on the lab machine itself. But in case if it is going to be a production server, I would suggest you guys download this particular tool on your laptop or on a test server, and then you can copy that tool across to the required production server. So we just need to search for SQL LogScout, download, and we will be taken to this particular GitHub. Let's click on that. So if we see here, this is the tool here. So let's go down, and then we have this download location. So if we see here, we have this download the latest version of SQL LogScout at this location. So let's click on that. And if you see here, it is basically downloading the required files. So let's go to that location. So this is the compressed file. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extract this here. Now, if we look at this one here, this is what we are seeing here. So these, what we'll do now is we will move this file onto a drive where you have good amount of space, and this file, this log collection should basically happen on a drive where you don't have any of your data files. Let it be your system database or your user database. You need to make sure you have ample amount of space on that drive where the data collection is going to happen, and then also you need to make sure that you don't have any of the data files on that. That is because this tool will basically write a lot of things, and there is a possibility in case if this data collection location is same as your data file, that can have some effect. So it is better you put it on a drive which doesn't have any of the database files and has got ample amount of space. In my case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in a C drive. So what I'll do is I will go to the temp drive, and then what I'll do is I will put it in here. You just need to go into this, and then what you guys have to do is you need to open an administrative command prompt. So let's open that. Okay, let's navigate to the location where we have this SQL LogScout. So now what we'll do is we will basically type this command here. So I just typed SQL underscore, and this is a command. Before running this command, let's go to the article where we have the details of SQL LogScout. The first thing that you need to understand is you guys can have a look on all these things, but the main thing that we will be interested would be the permission. So if you see here, it basically tells local administrator permission on the machine or required to collect most system related logs. And then for SQL Server, this is the permission that you need. And I would recommend if you have local administrator permission, and then if you are an sysadmin on SQL Server, that would be really good for this collection to happen, because I'm pretty sure any of the DBAs who are basically working on any of the SQL database servers, they will be a local administrator and also a sysadmin. But if you don't have the necessary permission, then you basically have to get in touch with someone who does have this permission, and he should basically run this particular tool. Yeah. So now what I'll do is like I have that permission. It's a lab machine. So I am the local administrator and also have a sysadmin access to the SQL Server. So let me go ahead and enter. So it basically tells like, do you want to run the software from this untrusted publisher? So I'm going to give always run, because I know like SQL LogScout can be trusted. I've done it several times and I've never seen any issues. And now the next question it basically asks us is to whether we will be interested in using the GUI mode. I'm interested here, so I'm just going to press Y here. And then once we press Y, we will get a GUI a dialog box. So here, if you see here, it basically tells like this is the log location. We know that that is where we have copied the file. So as far as the SQL instance is concerned, in my database server, I just have one default instance. So I'm going to select that particular instance here. And we have the scenarios here. Basically like you have this basic logs, which basically tells like collect snapshot logs. So you can get all those information by hovering your mouse on each of these things. 90% of the times I'll be able to use general performance, and that would basically give me all the required details. Yeah, it's if you select the general performance, you have all the required performance monitor logs collected. Let it be Windows as well as SQL Server. But what comes important here is like the X event. If you select general performance, it basically going to collect batch level events, and if you select detailed performance, then it's going to take statement level and also has the plan. So you basically have to give some more thought to that, because detailed performance basically like if you select that unnecessarily, then there is high possibility the resource utilization will be high, because in case if you are going to track each and every statement and also the execution plan, it's going to take a good amount of resource. So you basically have to give it a thought, and then you need to select which one you are basically going to select. I'm going to go with general performance. It all depends like what is required, and you can get that information by hovering your mouse on each of these scenarios, and then you will get more details. And also you can go through these things here, and then you will be able to see like what are the things it is getting collected here. For example, if you see here X event general, it basically tells like these are the informations that will be collected. And then for X event core, if you see here, these are the details that will be collected, and all these things are batch level events, not the statement level. Now let's consider, I'm going to select detailed performance, and now if I see here, you will be able to see that it is collecting little more when compared to the general performance. Let's go to the X event detail here, and then if you see here, it basically collects statement level things here. So that is something that you have to be very, very careful. So in my case, I'm going to use a general performance, and then you can select other things also. For example, if you are going to collect details related to always on replication and things like that. For example, let's consider I have I need to do a general performance check on the database server, and it is basically like an proactive work where you're basically checking whether the database server looks fine. Then I will go with general performance. Now let's consider there is an issue. Let's consider there is an always on availability group performance issue, like the logs and queue is high, or let's say like the synchronization is very slow. In that case, what I'll do is like I will select general performance and then always on. So now you have options for network trace, memory dump, memory, all these things are here. So again, you can hover your mouse and then you will be able to get the information like what are these scenarios is. So get started with LogScout, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to just select general performance, and then I'm going to click on OK here. Now, once you do that, it basically runs the required scripts, and also like will start collecting the required extended event, performance monitor logs, and things like that. And if you see here, it is basically telling like, please type stop to terminate the diagnostic collections when you finished capturing the issue. So the thing is like now we are good to start with it. For example, let's consider there is a performance issue that you are tracking. So in this case, what you can do is you can start the SQL LogScout, and as soon as you see this message, please type stop, then you can update the required appropriate team to reproduce the issue so that you can be like 100% sure that all the required logs are collected. Okay, so let it run. In the meantime, let's go to this SQL LogScout where we have placed that SQL LogScout tool. So if you see here, we have this output folder created. So this is the folder where you will have all your data placed. So if I see it here, what I'm seeing is like I'm able to see performance monitor. I'm able to see the X event also getting collected. So time is 11:11. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to let it run for 5 minutes. But in case if it is going to be a production server, if it is going to be a general performance check, I will be running this LogScout say to 15 to 20 minutes and then collect it. And in case if someone is telling like there is a problem which needs to be tracked, let's say this process is going to take end to end say 30 minutes or 45 minutes, then you basically have to cover that particular thing. Like you need to start the LogScout before the job starts and then end it after the job completes. So basically in this scenario, say 30 to 45 minutes, that will give you clearly like what is happening on the database server. You'll be able to relate it with the Windows operating system by looking at your performance monitor, and also you can look at the X events and see what all queries are coming. We will look at the analysis in a different video, but right now, since it is getting started with LogScout data collection, let's leave it for another 3 minutes, and we will stop it around 11:15 a.m. and then we will once again look at what all files we have in this folder. Okay, so it is 11:15 now, so I just paused the video and I'm resuming it because we let LogScout to collect data for 5 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to type stop and then press enter. So it's going to take some time. It all depends like how much data you have in the system logs and other things. So you shouldn't be pressing a Control C here. You just need to wait for it to complete. Once the collection is complete, it gives you an information that the collection is complete. Once that is done, we will be able to close this tool, and then we can be 100% sure that we have collected all the required data. So let's wait for it to complete. I will pause the video now. Once it completes, I will let you guys know. It's still running, so I'll resume the video again. Gonna take another maybe like 2 or 3 minutes to complete. So if you see here, most of the time would be spent on this event log collection. So in our case, it is completed. So it will complete anytime soon. Okay, so if you see here, it is basically telling like launching, cleanup, and exit routine. So I think the data collection is completed. So if we see here, it basically tells like thank you for using SQL LogScout, and then we are good to go. So we can exit the tool now. And then if you look at it here, these are the files that are collected. Now, what we need to do is like we need to look at the data here and then understand what is happening on the database server. So in this case, I don't have any issues. I've just run it to give a demo. In the next video, what we'll do is like we will see how we can analyze this data in SQL Nexus, and also like we will look at a Power BI report, which basically connects to this database that we are going to create using this data onto the SQL server with the help of SQL Nexus, and see how we can look at the data there. This tool is similar to PSS Diag. The only difference is like SQL LogScout is it can be easily downloaded and can be used anywhere. And I think that way SQL LogScout is a go-to tool for me for any kind of SQL performance issues, and I use that tool regularly. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.